Mortgage rates just hit their lowest point in over 3 years, and the drop didn't happen by accident.
And it follows a major policy move by the federal government.
Let's bring in our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young, into this conversation. So, Taylor, before we get into the why here, let's talk about reaction. So if you bought a home within the last 3 years or you're looking to buy right now, this headline really probably caught your attention.
Yeah, absolutely. For the people especially who bought within the last 3 years, and I can say this for certain because I am one of them, this is a headline many homeowners have been waiting to see. Now, mortgage rates haven't dropped enough for refinancing to make sense for a lot of people, but hitting a 3-year low is definitely catching people's attention. Now, for buyers on the other side, it's a reminder that rates do move even if buying still feels really unaffordable and tough right now. Now, as for what led us here, last week the Trump administration announced plans to have federal housing authority agencies buy up to $200 billion in mortgage-backed bonds. So in simple terms, mortgage bonds are bundles of home loans, and when the government buys them, it tends to help push mortgage rates down, and markets responded. The average 30-year mortgage rate just dipped just over 6%, about 6.06, the lowest level we've seen since 2022, and a noticeable drop from this time last year when the average rate was about 7%. So I think that this is a positive for people who have either recently bought a home or have been waiting on the sidelines to kind of get their foot in the door and haven't been able to because these interest rates have been so high.
Okay, so people who are also bought homes and then be looking and seeing if the rates can drop enough, is this drop enough for people to start refinancing, or are we already seeing that?
So I can say for certain that mortgage lenders are absolutely reaching out to their clients right now to get this on their radar.
You being one of them?
Me being one of them, absolutely. We've already got something in the mail saying, hey, look what's happening. But if we go by the golden rule in the housing industry, and we were just talking about this, it's that you should go for it if you can refinance and drop your mortgage rate by 1% or 100 basis points. And that means if we use that guideline, of course, this is not a strict rule. Of course, there can be other times where you maybe a half a point you might want to, but if we do follow that 1% guideline, that would mean people with a 7% interest rate on their home might consider taking refinancing, and that is estimated, the numbers do vary, but that's estimated to be about 10% of homeowners in the US right now. So we could absolutely potentially see a wave of people refinancing, which I think a lot of people have been waiting to do.
All right, so are we going to see the trend of it continuing to lower the interest rates?
So I think that's the number one question a lot of people are asking, and I wish I had a crystal ball that I could shake and say yes, but it is unfortunately a lot more complicated like that, like many things in the economy. So because from here on out, a lot of this depends on what happens with inflation and how broader markets respond to it. And we know, while the Fed does play a role in this, mortgage rates don't kind of walk hand in hand with the interest rates that the Fed cuts, right? So what the silver lining here is that experts do anticipate mortgage rates to continue to drop. It's not going to be a straight line down, and we will most likely see a couple bumps in the road, maybe some potential increases, but I think by the end of the year, we will see it even lower than potentially 6%. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. That would be
For
great.
a whole lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Taylor, thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.